Hello friends, welcome back to my channel, A Little Geek, A Little Chic. I have a table in front of me because we have a puzzle set up in this room. It is what it is. It's winter. We have cozy hobbies. The books in front of me that you see are books that I need to show you guys what I've acquired. And this is from like the fall leading up to Christmas. And then I'll show you what I got for Christmas because I did get some books for Christmas, not as much as this. This is obviously over the last like 4 months plus. And we're just going to have a little chat. So, as usual, grab yourself your beverage of choice and let's talk books, all right? I'm going to have a sip of coffee. We're going to keep this going. No intro pan needed. If you're new here, my name is Diamond. This channel is called A Little Geek, A Little Chic, and welcome in. I have books to discuss. And we're going to count them back. We'll start off with these two. I got these 2 cozy coloring books from some friends of mine in a book group that I'm in on Facebook. We have like a book group and there's special days where you can get people gifts and buy stuff for people secretly off their wish lists, which I have done and people have done for me. And these are adorable and I can't wait to color some of them. I haven't had much time for coloring, full disclosure. So I've been MIA on this channel. 2025 was rough. I'm not going to say that it wasn't. I'm not going to say that it wasn't hard. I'm not going to say that it was not, it obviously wasn't the hardest. It wasn't like, it didn't break me, but it almost did. I got laid off from a long-term job in January last year, a year ago, and that kind of rocked my world and set me on a spiral. I knew it wasn't because of me. I knew it was because our company got bought and sold, bought to this other company that is an acquisition company, and that's what they do. They buy it, they take the pieces they want, and everybody else goes. So I think I held on as long as I could, and it wasn't by my lack of ability. It was just time they started cutting in our zone. And me and my friend Kim on Bookshelf Money here on YouTube, she also was part of it, same day. So we got to kind of deal with it together. And I had my layoff diaries that I was publishing for you guys. And then I got a new job in May. That new job took a lot of brain power. And I'm realizing that my brain doesn't learn as fast as it did when I was in my 20s. Which is fine. It's just real life. Getting older, things take a little bit longer. I was maybe a little too hard on myself. And I pushed myself a little bit too much to do it all and ended up with severe burnout on all respects. Now, on a positive note, 2026 is a new year. I am having a good time. I like my coworkers. I'm going to keep pushing to learn more and be better at the new job. And I'm going to push myself more physically, health-wise. I need to lose some weight. I've let that kind of seep back in since COVID. It's been a long haul of letting some of the pounds come back that I had lost before. And I'm ready to get rid of those lbs and say goodbye to them. So I'm going to, incorporate more vegetables, eat better. I am a Weight Watchers subscriber for their e-tools, so I'm going to utilize that. And then I'm going to hit the gym some more. So mental health is a primary goal this year, and same with physical health. That being said, books help me with my mental health. I like to read and get away, and I kind of just, whilst I was in my burnout stage, let the books and the reading not get fun. And I did it for a page count, and that was it. So January starts off fresh. I'm reading. I'm going to enjoy it. I'm going to read whatever the heck I feel like this month. I'm going to pick up whatever calls to me, and hopefully that can speed up the process of me getting back into the fun of reading. So let's talk about the books that I got prior to Christmas up until October. I got this lovely gem, B.K. Borison. If you know the Love Light Farms saga, this is the 3rd or 4th book in the series. The other ones are behind me, actually. Can't wait to read this one. Business Casual. Falling Like Leaves is another fall book that I'm going to probably end up saving for fall. Quite a few fall books here. that I didn't get to. I read a lot of fall books, but I had so many on my list. There's one more that I didn't get yet that I really want, so I might end up buying that next fall. Fall I Want, which is just a romance, fall-centered romance. It's gotten great reviews on Facebook, on the group that I'm on. If you're Canadian, feel free to join us over there. It's Book Talk Canada on Facebook. Great group of ladies. Love them dearly. It is such a wholesome place and space for everybody. I think there's some gentlemen in there too, so shout out to you guys who are in there with us. So it's not just women, so if you guys on my channel here want to join us. And I also got It's Different this time. So another fall-centered book. I believe it's like a return of two friends back to where they grew up, and then maybe there's more than a friendship or just rekindling a friendship. I'm not 100% certain. It also got great reviews, so can't wait to read that one also. Sorry if this is touching me and making some weird sounds. Then I ended up also getting, this is from when I was out with my friend Kim, Bookshelf Bunny. You Made a Fool of Love with Your Beauty. This was on the sale rack at my local bookstore, and I've heard good things about it, so I picked it up. Don't know too much about it. All I know is that it got really good reviews here a couple of years ago on BookTube. So I'm excited to read that one. Then while I was out with Kim, I also got a fellowship in Bakers and Magic. Fellowship of Bakers and Magic. This is a fantasy romance or a cozy. I think it's more of a cozy fantasy, kind of like the Legends and Lattes saga. If you're into that, this might be also something you want to check out. Yeah, fantasy, baking, cozy fantasy. I'm usually here for that in the winter months, so I might pick this up one soon. I might pick this one up soon. Sorry if I'm talking fast. I'm just trying to get through this stack so we can get onto the what I got for Christmas stack. Also on that trip with Kim, I got, no, this one I actually got from Kim. I believe we were both in a reading challenge together and our team won. So the other team that we were against had to purchase us a book off our wish list. And this she sent me because she was on the opposite team to me. And it is Zom Rom-Com, which sounds hilarious and I'm here for it. I don't know if I'll save this for fall. I don't think it really hits me with the fall Halloween-y horror vibes. It hits me more of like a fun summery or even February kind of a read for Valentine's Day. I might do that. Then I got, I think that's about it. I did order a couple of things for myself, but I also got a couple things at like HomeSense, which if you haven't been to HomeSense and you're Canadian, go check out HomeSense. Their book selection is unreal lately, and I am here for it. I got Her Soul to Take and Her Soul for Revenge, the first two books, and I think it's a trilogy. And yeah, it's a dark romance, so I got those two for like $10. Again, like I said, if you haven't been, that's a good place to check. And then I got, this one will go over here. It's more of a Christmassy vibe. This one here, a Western romance, done and dusted. I have not read it yet. I haven't read any Western romances, but I think I'm going to have to start this one soon because everybody I know has read it and they all really enjoy it. Next, let's see. This is a newer release that I ordered. This one's probably going to wait till fall. It's a thriller, or maybe in the summer. It's called 640 in Montreal. It's about an author who just needs to write, so her husband buys her this ticket on a train that goes from her city to Montreal and back. There's nothing in between. There's nothing to do on that train ride but write. So he buys her a ticket, and then obviously because of the blood, something thrillery, perhaps murdery, happens on the train. And she has to solve it or survive. Then from a local bookseller, I picked up, she was having a sale because she was going out of business. And it's sad because she literally lives across the street from me. And I did not know that she was an independent seller until she had her sale. And I got suggested it on Facebook. So I partaked and supported her. And I got The Wrong Game, which is a football romance. A Deal with the Devil, which is like a romance, but it sounds like a co-workers hate to love situation. And then The Ancient Witch's Guide to Modern Dating, which sounds hilarious, and I have yet to read it, but I'm probably going to save this one for closer to the fall because it's witchy. But it's like a witch from her time comes around to modern time and has to figure out how to date in the realm of online dating and apps. So I'm here for that one. Then I picked up some of my most anticipated books of the year. One, He Sees You When You're Sleeping. These skulls glow in the dark, so it is super fun. And I haven't read it yet, but I really want to, so I might read it soon. But it sounds like a stalkery kind of romance, dark romance vibes. If you're into that, that might be a good one. There's 2 books, I believe, in that series right now. And then I picked up the Gingerbread Bakery. Say that 3 times fast. I picked this one up. This is the 5th book, I think, potentially in the Laura Gilmore saga of small town romances. The first one and most popular being The Pumpkin Spice Cafe. Read it, loved it. It's Christmas Tree Farm. I'm reading it right now. Love the characters. I just have to get some time to just hone in on it. And, what else? Strawberry Patch Pancake House. Great book. Cinnamon Bun Bookstore. Great book, but that one's probably the most spicy of all of them. So just a warning. And yeah, then this one. So I've got them all. Can't wait to read them. I think there is another one coming out, so we'll wait and see for the spring, I believe. Then I got Brynne Weaver's new book, Tourist Season. So if you're familiar with Brynne Weaver, she's Canadian. She wrote The Butcher and Blackbird, serial killer saga, the 3 books, Butcher and Blackbird, Scythe and Sparrow, and is the 3rd one. And for some reason, I can't remember the second one. Where is it? Leather and Lark. It's just up here. They are great books. Big fan. Definitely spicy. Also funny. And murdery. So it's a whole combination. If that intrigues you, read up on it. See if you'd like her stuff. This is a new book, a new series that she's writing. And I have no idea what it's about. But I'm going to go into it blind. Just because I like her writing so much. I have high hopes. This one was an anticipated book for me, and I got it actually from someone from my book talk group on Facebook, and it was Hannah Grace Holiday Ever After. Hannah Grace, she wrote Icebreaker. I have mixed opinions on Icebreaker. It is very spicy and very, not YA, even though it might look like YA. I don't know that I loved it. This one is apparently less spicy, less open door. I'm going to read this one and see if this one is a little better for me in her writing. Because I did like her writing, how she wrote. Just, I don't know if I like the characters and the story. And then the final one I bought for myself, I just got this like a month ago. It just came out. It's a debut author, and it's getting rave reviews. And it's called Best Offer Wins. It's about a lady who's trying desperately to get into the housing market, but everything she does gets outbid. And so she gets somebody tells her about a house that's going to be on the market before it is, and she makes it her mission to kind of stalk that house and said seller prior to it going on the market. And it kind of like shows her unwind into some pit of crazy potentially. So that's something interesting that I have not read before, but with the housing market nowadays and the bidding wars, it is crazy. So those are the books that I got myself. Next up, let's talk bookish Christmas. I have my fancy shirt on. It says, "He sees what you've been reading." I love it. I bought it from an indie bookstore, Pages of Passion, here in the city. I like to shout them out whenever I can. It's a great little indie store. And they have mass market too. So if you like reading romances, she might be the one for you. So look that place up if you live in my town. I also got from my cousin this "Reading is my favorite sport" hat. I like sports, but that hat is phenomenal. So I will wear it all the time. A hobby item that I got from my friend Kim over Bookshelf Bunny, because I think she likes to torture me. and have me try to keep things alive. I haven't opened it yet, but I will, likely this week. And it is the Tamagotchi Paradise, and it's like a Tamagotchi that you have to keep alive. Anyone from the children of the 90s, you know the Tamagotchi saga. You keep this thing alive, and it grows up, and it lives in this world, and you literally have a planet that these things live in. And instead of them flying away to space, they live in your world once they're grown, and you can start a new one. And there's different games, different worlds, and then you, if your friend has one, they connect, and then they can play together. I have to do some research and figure out how to work this thing. But I think it'll be fun. It's part of like take some time for you to reset mentally, do something that does not have any kind of outcome that is stressful. So as long as I can keep the thing alive, it should be relatively pain-free. I got some nice pens from my in-laws. I love pens, you guys. And I got some books. And I got some skincare from my friend Jen, and I got just so much great stuff this year, and like stuff that I would like to just zen out with. And people made fun of me because some of my wish list for Christmas had like candy on it and Pop-Tarts, because when I'm just stressed, I just want a Pop-Tart and a coffee and a book. So that's why those things are like comfort for me. So I put them on there. So don't be surprised if you ever see my wish list if there's just completely random stuff on there. So let's start off with Christmas gifts that I got. I got this one from my friend Kim over Bookshelf Bunny. She got this from the Pages Passion Bookstore, and it is a fantasy romance, and I am in love with this cover, you guys. It is like purple and yellow, and the sprayed edges, it is absolutely gorgeous. And it is dark romance. I don't know too much about it. I read the back. It sounds right up my alley. I'm here for this one. I'm excited to read that one. My husband got me one that was popular last year, but I never actually read it. It's got a sticker on the front that hopefully I can get off. It says Indigo Staff Pick of the Month, but it's Liz Moore's God of the Woods, and it's like a thriller, I believe, but it doesn't seem super thrillery because it looks really nice in watercolor with pink, like nice pastel pink paint drops, but that might be blood. I'm not sure. So I'm excited to read this one. And it sounds like someone disappears from a summer camp, and yeah, there's a mystery that's not solved. I heard a lot about that one last year. I just didn't get around to getting it or reading it. Also, my husband got me quite a few books, which I appreciate. He got me People Watching by Hannah Bodum Young. This is a Canadian author. It is fall vibes. Everyone was reading it and loving it this year, so I'm excited to read this one. I may or may not wait for fall. I'm kind of really itching to pick this one up for some reason, and I'm excited that I got that one. Next, I got, again for my husband, Good Spirits by B.K. Borson. B.K. Borson writes the Love Light Farms saga back here. So I'm sure that I will love this. I love her writing, and it is just the ghost of Christmas past, and he falls in love with a person, I think, that he's trying to help, or vice versa. I think he's the ghost, though. I'm not positive, but I'm here for it. Look at this. How pretty are they? There's so many people that hate the sprayed edges, but I'm like, you know what? I'm here for them because it makes it interesting. Do I feel the need to backspine them all on my shelf so that you can see that? No. But I'm just like it when I pick it up and there's a little bit more pizzazz to it. It's kind of more fun. My cousin Dawn purchased me a book to go with my hat. And I'm very excited about this book because I love this actor. And it is Robin Williams. It's a book about him, and it's called Robin. And it is an honest and emotional biography. So I'm sure this will be a tearjerker, but I am here for it. I grew up in the 90s, loved Robin Williams, and it's sad that he's not around to continue making people happy. And I just want to learn more about him, so I'm really excited about this. That one was a surprise book. I didn't know I was getting it. I didn't have it on any of my lists, and I am thoroughly excited to read it. Then another one from my husband, Alchemy of Secrets by Stephanie Garber. If you're aware of Stephanie Garber's name, she wrote Legendary, I believe is the series. And it's like a magical game that comes to town once, and you have to get a special invite to join it. And it's has dire outcomes potentially. It's about this lady and her sister who did play the game. This one here, not 100% sure about what it is about. I love the author. So I'm here to figure out what this one's about and see what people are raving about, because it's getting great reviews. Again, stunning edition. I'm not a huge hardcover girly, but if they are pretty, then I'm here for it. So those are the ones I got from my husband and my cousin, and I have one more that I got for Christmas from my younger brother. Pardon me for reaching down for them, but there's quite the stack. And it is Harry Potter and the Order of the Phoenix, the pop-up book. Who doesn't love a pop-up book? Like, if you were around, there's a bunch of stuff in this to keep the pages from getting wrecked, but there's the Marauders map in here, and it has like movable parts. There's really pretty illustrations. It's so gorgeous. There's Honeydukes, and it's like a pop-up that shows you what's all inside here. I am very excited to check this out, but also very cautious to not wreck it. This is the third one. I have the other two from him also from the last couple Christmases. So anytime that one comes out, I'll get it. But I have a feeling it's going to be a couple years before the next one comes out, because it takes time to do all the art and everything. So we'll see if we get any more. And then 3 books that I got myself, because on Boxing Day, if you're Canadian, Indigo, like I believe Barnes & Noble does this in the States as well. But if you're an Indigo person in Canada, there's books that are on their special clearance, door crasher table. And then there's books that are, usually it's their hardcovers are a certain discount off. So I got myself Brigands and Bread Knives. And this is the 3rd book in the Legends and Lattes trilogy. So I was just talking about it. It's a cozy fantasy. I love this writing and this author, and the cozy fantasy is just my jam right now, especially in the winter. I like fantasy. I like a cozy fantasy, and I will be reading this for sure. Or first one, actually, I have to read Bookends and Bone Dust, or Bookshops and Bone Dust. I'm not sure which one it is. I have to read that because I haven't read it yet, but I do have the 3rd if I really want to just dive into the 3rd one right after. And then I got this one for myself. Mind the sticker on it. I'll get the stickers off eventually. It's a Reese's Book Club pick, and I really like her picks. So this one sounded interesting. It kind of gave me like Princess Diaries-esque vibes. And it's The Heir, apparently. Don't mind. I'm sorry about that. And it is by Rebecca Armitage, and says that it's New Year's Day in Tasmania, and Lexi Villers carefully built her life she carefully built is working out nicely. She's a 2nd year of her medical residency. She lives on a beautiful farm with her 2 best friends, Finn and Jack, and she's about to finally become more than a friend with Jack when a helicopter abruptly lands. Out steps her grandmother's right-hand man, with the tragic news that her father and older brother have been killed in a skiing accident. So, Lexi's grandmother, of course, is the Queen of England. And now, with her father and her brother dead, she's the heir, apparently. So I'm excited to read this one and see. I just like something like this, too, to just break the monotony and break the pattern too. When I start to get into like a book slump because I've read too many of the same things, I like something that's completely different, not exactly the same as what I'm reading. So not a romance, more of a, like, give me a contemporary with some good story behind it. And then I bought myself Girl Dinner by Olivia Blake. I've heard good things. It's vampire-y, apparently. It's Olivia Blake. She writes good books. This is a little bit, unfortunately, a hardcover, but It's just black on black, but it's got a fork with past on it. She writes good books. It was 30% off. She doesn't have a paperback of this out yet, and so I bought it. Will the hardcover annoy me? Probably, but the other one of hers I actually got in hardcover last year at the same sale, Masters of Death, and I haven't read that one yet, but it's back up on my fantasy shelf, and I'm excited to read that one as well. I believe that one's about a real estate agent and a vampire real estate agent potentially, and a spirit that have to work together. Not sure, but they both sound good, and they both sound like something I could pick up in the winter months. So that is it for me for this video. I hope you like seeing the books that I got for Christmas and some of the other little things. Thank you to everybody who has been watching my channel, subscribing to my videos. I really appreciate all the likes and the subscribes, and I promise I will be back with some more regular content this year. This is kicking it off. We're kicking off 2026 with some content and hopefully a better mental and physical space for myself. Be kind to yourself this year in 2026. Take moments for you. Be healthy, mentally and physically, and don't lose the glow. Cheers, everybody.